What's up, Scoot? I don't know what the night's gonna bring. I've been messing with this son of a gun all day. I've been on tech support, aggravated. So I'm fixing a battery cable. This battery cable had too much resistance in it, so I took it apart, heated up the ends, took the ends back off, and making a new battery cable. And like I said, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna crank. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Snap-on screwdriver. Yeah, it's holding the torch. It's holding the torch. Look, I'll show you. It's holding the torch. I sweated the ends, got those ends off, and I'm just holding the torch up and filling it full of solder. So I went and bought this roll of solder, man. That sun gun was $21 for 3 ounces. So yeah, me too. me too. Yeah. $21 for 3 ounces. All right, so it's good and hot, and it's about full. I probably got it too full, but it's okay. So I'm going to plunge this into it, and we're gonna go to it. So here we go. They pay you back. Well, that's cool. Oh, yeah, so I had just a little bit too much in it, but look, it's a little man. It's a little it's a one-legged man. Look, it's a man sitting on the toilet. Look, it's a man sitting on the toilet. Look, there. It's a man sitting on the toilet. What's up, Tulu? Man, I thought you was going live at 8. Yeah, it looks like a man on the toilet. Look, look. What do you see? I see a man sitting on a toilet. What's up, 301? Where you been? Yeah, Tulu, I thought you was going live at 8, so that's why I didn't go live. I sat here and waited, and I 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 said, I went back and I read it again. I said, no, you was dropping a video. You was dropping a video at 8. I've been so daggone aggravated all day today. It ain't even been funny. Ain't been funny at all. All right, so let me tell you what I'm doing. So I have had, yeah. What's up, Vic? So this is what I got going on. So this wire right here, I had too much resistance in it, so I made another one. So let me tell you what happened. So we talking about this 68C10 over here with this 6.0 from TKM Performance with a Holley TerminatorX computer system and all that stuff. So let me touch bases. Let me touch bases on this right here, okay? So I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but I am going to go to a certain section in this thing. So everything in this harness that I done, I checked. So everything that I done, I checked. and made sure and double checked and double checked and double checked and double checked and double checked. All right, so let's go over to page 14, okay? Page 14, okay? Right here. See, it says checked. All right, so let me read to you what it says. It says, the following loose wires in this main wiring harness should be connected as follows on all systems. All these wires come out of the harness are about 40 inches. That's 40 inches long. That's 8 inches short of being 4 foot. From the ECU connectors, except for the 12-volt switch wire, okay? It says required 12-volt switch, color, red and white. Red and white should be connected to a clean 12-volt power source. Power source should be only active when ignition is on. Make sure this source has power when the ignition, Make sure source has power when engine is cranking as well. Check with a voltmeter. Not all sources apply power when ignition is in the crank position. This wire is located 7 inches from the ECU. Do not connect this to a dirty source like an ignition. Okay? That's what it says, right? So that's what I did. I connected it to a clean source, and a clean source means battery voltage, and battery voltage, there is a pin in the wire, in the wiring harness, or in the fuse box that says 12-volt battery. And when you turn on the key, it does exactly what it says. It's active when the ignition is on. Make sure the source power when the engine is in cranking, as check with a voltmeter, not all supply. That's what I did, right? That's what I did, right? Well, when I went to the handheld, I'm gonna go over here and show you. When I went through the handheld and I programmed, after I get through here, and I went to the handheld and I started going through these steps right here, right? And it says initial power up. And then you go through all these steps from page 18 all the way to page 25. And then if you do everything right and you get to the very end, it says TPS auto set was successful. Now, on page 25, it says, before starting a vehicle, verify that all sensors are reading properly. Turn key off, then cycle back on. At this time, you should hear the fuel pump come on and run for 5 seconds. Check for fuel leaks. On the home screen, select the monitor tab. Will bring up various options in the monitor screen you will see called ignition setup, RPM, map, TPS, CTS, and battery, right? Great. All right, everybody with me? So that's what I did, right? And every time, now when it says turn key off and on, that doesn't mean turn it to crank it. That means you turn it to the on position, then you turn it off. And then you wait 5 seconds, and then you turn it back on, and then the fuel pump should activate. Well, let me tell you what it's doing. Well, let me tell you what it was doing to Jay every time. Every time I would do that and turn it off, it would say, please install Wizard for tune. I would go through the whole setup again and do it again. And every time that I've done that, followed the instructions and turned it off, it was wiping the tune out of the handheld. You want to talk about aggravated. Aggravated. So, I went back through and checked everything that I did. I double checked, triple checked, went through every single thing, double checked everything. Go through the handheld, program the handheld, go to turn that son of a gun off, turn it back on, no tune whatsoever. So finally, there is no cell phone service in this shop, none whatsoever. It's only Wi-Fi. So if you text me and you got an iPhone, I will get it. If you text me and you do not have an iPhone, and I don't know why you don't have an iPhone, but if you don't have an iPhone and you text me or you call me, I will not get your message. But when I walk through that door right there, when I walk out that door right there, my phone will go bananas. So I call tech support at Holley. And I get Holley on the phone, and I get this guy on there, and we're sitting there talking. His name, I'm gonna call his name out, because his name is Blake. I get Blake on the phone. I tell him what's going on. I tell him what I've done, blah, blah, blah. And he says, does the red and white wire have any voltage on it when you turn it off? I said, it don't have no ignition when you turn the key off. I don't know why you would have an iPhone. So I go to turn, I says, I don't know. And he says, well, let me tell you what's happening. He says, when you turn the ignition off, if that red and white wire has any voltage, 0.00001, if it has any voltage whatsoever, even though the handheld cuts off, even though the PCM cuts off, if that thing has any residual voltage, it will wipe the tune out every time. I said, okay. So I said, can you hold on for a second? So I left my phone outside on the canopy. I come in here. I take my voltmeter, I take my multimeter, and I test that pin. And that son of a gun has 0.0001. 0.0001 voltage. And it flux. It jumps like 01, 01, 01, 01, 01. So I walk outside to get on the phone, and I say, hey man, I got 0.0001. He said, that'll do it. I said, how do I fix that? He said, you need to run a relay. You need to take a relay. He said, you know how to wire up a relay? I said, I do. So he said, I'm gonna tell you how to do it. I said, okay. So I wrote it right here. He says, on a 4-pin relay, take the red and white wire and hook it to the 30 pin. Take the 86 and run that to the fuse box where it says ignition key on. 87, run it to the fuse box where it says battery 12 voltage. 85, run that to a good clean ground. I said, okay, I'll be right back. I said, you gonna hold? He said, yeah, I'll hold. I said, okay, I'll be right back. I come in here, I get a relay out of my bag, I do all this stuff. I'm gonna show y'all every bit of this. I do a relay, I do all the wiring, I do that. I go outside, I get the computer, I go through, I do the tune, go through everything, set up the engine, the cam, ignition, all that stuff. I do exactly what the builder tells me to put into the thing. I do it, I turn the key off, and wait 5 seconds, I turn it on, and lo and behold, guess what happens? I set the TPS, which is the throttle position sensor, and when I do that, it says, you have completed your setup, and guess what I hear? The fuel pump come on for 5 seconds. Well, son of a gun! Are you serious? So I go out the door. I pick up the telephone. I said, hey man, you still there? He said, yeah. I said, hey big dog, it fixed it. It fixed it. He said, okay. I said, now what? He said, try to crank it. I said, okay. I said, well, hold on a second. I said, hold on a second. Can I give a suggestion? He said, yeah. I said, not in now damn page. None. None of the pages say anything about putting a damn relay in there. Not now damn page. None. I've read this. I can recite this thing like the Bible. I can tell you whatever damn table of contents is. It don't say shit in there about adding a relay to the red and white wire. Yeah, we know that. We get a lot of people calling, and if it has any kind of residual voltage, it does that. I said, well, you know what? You could save a whole lot of damn time and trouble and calls and tech support if you put it in the damn manual and say, put it on a damn relay. How about that? Yeah, we could, couldn't we? I said, yeah, and a frog wouldn't have, if a frog had wings, he wouldn't bump his ass with it hop too now. He said, well, all right, I'm gonna sit here and go in there and try to crank it. So, I come in here, I turn that son of a gun on, I hit the key, fuel pump comes on, boom. I check everything on the daggone hand. I'm gonna show you all this. I check everything on the handheld. Everything looks good. TPS is 0. Voltage is good. Everything, everything's good. I hit the switch. That thing goes, whoa, 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 po, whoa, whoa. And I'm like, man, that song gonna sound like the battery's dead. It's not dead. It's a brand new battery. Brand spanking new. Red top. Brand new red top battery. Brand new red top. I said, son of a gun. So I go back there and I check it, and it says the battery's at 72% because I got my charger hooked up to it. I go out there, I pick up the phone, and I said, you still there, Blake? He said, yeah. He said, it sounds like you got a weak battery. I said, no, it ain't a weak battery. He says, explain to me how you got your stuff going on. I said, okay. Now, I'm going to show you all this, okay? Now, I don't know if this thing's going to crank. I've done everything he says up to right now. It's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock now. So if it don't crank, I'm going to have to call back tomorrow and find out what plan Z is. He told me this. He says, where's the battery? I said, the battery's at the back of the truck on the frame rail. He says, okay. Now, where is your battery voltage? I said, I have a 1 aught battery cable that runs 1 aught. When I say 1 aught, 1 aught, 1 aught. Red battery cable that runs from the battery, from the hot side of the battery, all the way up to the front of the engine, and it goes to the wiring harness block that came with the wiring harness. And it has 275 amp fuses. I said, the battery cable connects to that first top fuse. It's 175 amp over. It has a bus bar that comes down, another 175 amp fuse. And then that's where the starter's on this one and the computer's on that one, blah, blah, blah. And he said, okay, where's your ground at? I said, I have a 1 aught ground cable that goes from the block to the frame. And I have one from the body. I have a ground that goes from the core support to the chassis, clean, bare metal. I have a ground, I have a 1 aught battery cable ground that goes from the engine block to the frame. I have one that goes from the cab to the frame. And then I have one from the bed, if the bed was on it, to the frame. And then the battery has one, which is this one right here, that goes straight to the frame. He said, I'm going to tell you what your problem is. I said, tell me what my problem is. He said, you got voltage drop. I said, okay. He says, these Terminator systems, they don't like it if you drop below 10.8 volts. I said, yeah, like MSD. MSD distributors and all that crap, they don't like anything under 11 volts. If it drops below 11 volts, they won't fire. I said, I had that problem on my 54 Bel Air Coupe. And he said, same concept. I said, okay. I said, but man, it's a 1 aught battery. It's a 1 aught ground. He says, let me put it to you. Let me give you an example. I said, okay. He says, you know what lightning cables, lightning rods are on houses? I said, yes, sir. He said, okay. So if you got lightning rods on a house and you're barefooted and you're 100 foot away from the house and the house gets hit by lightning, the lightning runs down through the lightning rods into the ground and you'll never feel it in your feet. I said, correct. I mean, hypothetically you won't. He says, but if you stand 10 foot from the house and lightning hits the lightning rod and runs down through the thing and you stand on the ground barefoot, it's going to blow your damn shoes off. I said, yes. He said, all right, think of it like this. If you had a small block or a big block in that thing, you wouldn't have no trouble because it don't need a lot of voltage. It don't matter if it's dirty or whatever because it's a small block or a big block. I said, Okay, yeah, you can blow on them sun guns and they'll fire right up. He says you're gonna have to take a 1-aught battery cable ground and run from the battery all the way up to the engine block. Take one of this wire and run it all the way from the battery post all the way up to the block. He says, but for shits and giggles, I want you to go in there and check your voltage and see what your voltage drop is on the thing. I said, man, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I can't turn the ignition and look at the battery because it's at the back of the truck and I'm a one-man band. I said, all right, I got an idea. I'll be right back. Hold on tight. So I took my voltmeter and I clamped it to the battery. I turned it around. I turned the lights out in the shop. I turned the light on the handheld on the multimeter so I could see the voltage. The voltage was 14.6 on the battery. I reached over there, grabbed the key. I hit the key. Womp, womp, womp. The battery voltage went 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Like 9.8. And the truck went womp, 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 womp. Pow! And it backfired. I said, you son of a gun, man. So I got out the door and he says, I heard that, what'd it do? I said, my voltage. He said, that's your problem. He said, run that wire. I'm about to leave for the day. Do all that and then email me tonight and see what happens. So that's what I've been doing, boys and girls. I was going to go live, but look, it did fire because I smelled that racing fuel when it popped off. So let me show you everything that I just talked about, all right? Look at this son gun right here. Lazy ass pussycat. All right, so right here, I had to unwire every bit of all this wiring. Had to undo all the harness. So I'm gonna have to go in here and clean all this back up. So this is what I did. So here is the red and white wire. Here's the red and white wire from the Terminator system. I took the red and white wire, I run it into a relay. I took the other side that he told me and went to the ignition side right there into the fuse box. I took the other side and run it up to the battery voltage on that. And then I grounded it. Y'all get all that? Now I got to clean all this shit up. I told him too. I told him on the phone. I said, man, let me tell you something. I can go to the damn junkyard. I can pull me an old damn LQ9 out. I can buy me a $69 eBay wiring harness for LS and fire this bitch up and drive it to the beach. My man spent $3,000 for this wiring harness, $22,000 for that engine, and I can't even get this son of a bitch to crank. He said, well, it ain't Holley's fault. I said, well, it ain't my damn fault because I didn't put it in, I'm not the one that wrote the damn manual. So, now, this is what we did. I got all this shit tore all apart. I went and bought a brand new, that battery's good, but I went and bought a brand new battery. I charged that son of a gun all day. She is fully capped off. So, here is where I had the ground. That's a little... I had the ground right here to this battery. Here is the new wire that I made, a 1-aught wire that runs all the way up and hooks to the back side of the engine block. So, what we're gonna do now is I made another one. I made another wire. I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you. He's like, well, it ain't Holley's fault. I said, no. Well, whose damn fault is it? It ain't mine, because I ain't stupid. You know. And he said, what? And I said, I might be a lot of damn things, but I ain't stupid. I promise you. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not. And 100% I'm not disagreeing with it. Old steel don't carry voltage, you know, and I agree with that, and I understand what he's saying, and I know these damn things is finicky as a damn polecat, and it's okay, but you know, see my client come by today, and we was gonna fire this thing up. And that's why I was so aggravated, because when I said, oh yeah, man, we're good to go. And he said, well, I'm gonna swing by. And I said, hey man, that's cool, man. Come on by. You come by anytime you want to. And when he come by, it didn't do what it's supposed to do, and it makes me look like a dumbass. And then I get aggravated because I got to get on the ground, fellas. Then my client comes by to see the progress of everything, and you know, he's a super cool dude, you know, and he come by to see the progress of everything, and you know, we go to fire this pig off, and she don't do nothing, and then it makes me look bad. You know what I mean? It looks like it makes it look. I don't know how to explain it. You know, I know, and my guy, he knows things happen or whatever, but and then he's sticking around, and I'm trying to figure out what's wrong and what's going on and this and that and whatever, and I'm getting aggravated, and you know, when you got clients that spend, when you got clients, you know, you try to go far, and you try to do it better than you would if you was even doing yours. You know what I'm saying? So, and after about an hour, he said, "Hey man, it's okay. Go get you a snack. Go get you a snack and then try again later." But see, I won't be able to. I won't be able to sleep tonight. I won't be able to sleep tonight. All right, so this is what I did. So this right here, and then I put that nut insert. Somebody was talking about nut inserts the other night. I got a nut insert there, and do that, right? So I won't be able to sleep not a damn wink. So we got that. Y'all just don't mind that crap. We got this right here. So here's my voltmeter. So what I did is I took this bad boy, I stood it up, I turned the light on, and I set it up like that right there, and then I went to the cab, and I done it. So I don't know how I done it, I just done it, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the battery charger on this thing, and I'm just going to put it on 40 amps to give me a little bit of boost, because I don't know what it's going to do. Some bitch might catch on fire. I don't know. All right. All right, boys and girls, let me go over here and get, you know what? I gotta take a drink. I deserve a drink. I tell you what, I don't drink much. Oh yeah, Jamerson, baby. All day, every day. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, everybody cross your fingers. We're gonna find out what's gonna happen. We're gonna listen to it together. One thing's gonna happen. Either she's gonna pop or she ain't. And if she pops, look here, that cat right there, laying right there, that son of a gun. Hey, look, we're gonna put the camera on the cat. All right, so look here. All right, all right. Let me turn the power on. Fuel pump come on. Got power. Look, we got voltage. I don't know if y'all can see that. Got voltage. Let's back up on this thing. All right. Yep. The map's gonna be 100 because it should drop. All right. Let's back up. And see. I don't know where the stylus is. And that's something else, man. These things right here, you got to touch it with your damn fingernail. And I ain't got no fingernails. All right, so back. All right, let's see. Sensors, all gauges. That ain't what I want. Monitor. All right. Oh no, I got the battery charger on it. All right, here we go, boys and girls. Watch that cat. All right, here we go. Ready? I don't know what it's gonna do. It's gonna do something. Here we go. Oh, did y'all see that cat? Oh man. Oh Lord. That cat, that's how I'm gonna jump. Oh my God. I smell race fuel. I smell that 110. I smell that 110. All right, let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what it does. All right, let's try it again. Let's try it again. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Ah. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking maybe they gave me bad information, like the reluctor wheel. You know, they got a 24 and a 56. I don't know what's in the computer. No, the only thing you got is this right here. That's all you got. They ain't no OB2. Yeah, it don't sound like. Try one more time. Let me see, cause see, so the way this thing works is, I got injectors. It's showing injectors. I got fuel flow. I got AFR. I got coolant. I got RPM. So the way LS works is it picks everything up off RPM signal, which goes through the cam sensor, which goes through the crank sensor, and then the RPMs keep saying stall. So I'm wondering if check your static timing with a timing light. That you can't do that with this. This ain't a small block. This ain't a small block. This ain't a big block. This is a LS. You can't, freedom wheeling, you can't check that. You can't do that on there. This right here controls everything. This right here. This controls. Now the only thing I can think of is it don't have no time. It don't have no timing marks. I mean, it does, but you can't. Look. What? Well, hawk out. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it has that. It has. We don't even need that. It has the timing marks. It has that, but it's all done on the reluctor ring, which is either a 24 or a 56, and the timing is controlled by the handheld. So what I'm thinking is, I can't remember. I have to go through here and look. They told me that it was a 56 reluctor ring. It might be a 24. So if it's a 24 and I put a 56, that would make the timing off. So we're going to change it right here. So I'm going to go back through here and I'm going to reset this up. And I'm going to, I agree. It sounds like it's out of timing. but it's not like a small block where you can adjust the distributor and all that, because that's not what this is. So I am going to go in here and I'm going to change it and put it to a, I'm going to change it to a 24. Look, see right here, look. See right here? Here's the timing, right? So it says either GM LSX 24 or GM LSX 52 or 58. The build sheet, they told me it was a 58, but I don't know. There's no way for me to check that without calling the engine builder, and I'd have to call them tomorrow. But to me, it sounds like it's out of timing. Just change the tone. Hook it up to a computer, pull the live data. There's a couple of. Yeah, I understand that, but you can't do that with this. I understand what you're saying, Freedom, but you can't do that with this. One, you'd have to have a computer. Two, this one don't have that. It's all done through this handheld. This handheld is the computer. All right, so I reset everything up. Brushes are sticking on what? All right, so it says TPS auto set was successful. All right, I'm gonna cycle this. Brush is sticking in what? What are you talking about, Scoot? Oh, it's a brand new starter. It's a Power Master starter. I adjusted it earlier because it was actually worse. It was actually, I had to shim it and I still might have to shim it again. All right, so let's look. Let's look at the monitor. So I just reset it. Let's see what it says. Like I say, I'm all right. Everything's reading. Maps at 100. TPS is at 0. Mat is at 13 Celsius. CTS is at 21. We got voltage. It's not the store. All right, so we're gonna try it one more time, and if I don't get anything this time, we're just gonna call it. And I'll have to call them tomorrow. So I changed it from a 58 to a 24, because I don't know what the Jimmy Crack corn that was. Oh. All right. So here we go. These air in the tires. All right, we're going to try it again, boys and girls. All right, so I'm going to put this right here. We're going to see what it does. We got more that time. Look, there's smoke. There's smoke. Let's try it again. This son of a gun's got so much damn compression, it ain't even funny. Woo! When this son of a gun fires off, look. When this son of a gun, she turned over a little bit. Yeah, when this son of a gun hits, I'm telling you, I don't know. When this son of a gun hits, it's probably going, I don't know. This thing is supposed to make like 900 some horsepower. I don't know. We're going to see what happens. I really don't want to mess nothing up, but I don't know what can I mess up, I don't know. Here we go. We're going to try again. Voltage is at 14.8. Fuel pressure is at, let me show you. Fuel pressure is at, fuel pressure's where it needs to be. Oh no, this son of a gun's more than that. It's got 110 octane in it. It's more than 11 to 1. Yeah, it's more than 11 to 1. It's nasty. All right, here we go. Come on, please. Come on, please. Come on, please. Come, please, 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 please. I need a win for the day, Dad. I need a win. I need a win. Here we go. I held the starter. I held the key. Man. Sounds like a beast. Don't burn up your new start. Yeah, that starter's like $400. Yeah, it's not a, everything's still good. Look. He told me as long as, let me see what else I can find. Everything, let me look at this handheld. Let me look at this handheld. Pat. All right, see, it says initial timing is 15 degrees. I can't change that. The only way you change that is you have to go through, you have to do, yeah, I can't change all that. All right, we're gonna try it again. I'm telling you, that battery acts like she ain't got enough ass to do nothing. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. It sounds like that daggone. See, and I didn't want to put the battery in the back of the truck. I wanted to put it in the front, and he wanted to put it at the back, and yeah, I know. Give it a rest, right? Give it a rest. Look at the shop. Damn, look. Shop's smoky. All right, so let's see what it says. Firing orders off, check the coils. What's up, Buchanan? put a jump box on it. Oh, it did have a jump box on it right there. I had it on 40 amps. All right, so yeah, something ain't right. Something ain't jihad. Something is not getting where it needs to get. That is for sure. I'm not going to well, the thing about the coils, is this right here. So the things about the coils is I'll just have to go over here to the book and I'll show you. So the thing about the coils is see, all right, it says ignition coils. Connect the coils to each bank of coils. The driver's side should be labeled odd. The passenger side should be labeled even. Make sure they're plugged in correctly. If they're not, the firing order will be inaccurate. Yes, it has been started at the engine builder, but it hasn't been started here. No. So right here. So yeah, they broke it in, and then so it has been broke in before, but it has not been. It's a long story. It's too much to get into, but they hooked it up to all their stuff. They have everything wired up there, so they just plug everything, fire it up, run it, and then unplug it, and then put another one. They just take engines in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, so everything's done. So all this stuff was brand new, and I had to put it on the truck and just follow the yellow brick road. But it says connect even. It says even and odd. So, and then you have to ground the cylinder head. You have to ground it to the back of the cylinder head, which is grounded right there. If you see those double nut, that's where it's grounded at right there. So, red should be 7. Red should be number 7 and number 2. Okay, red what? But red, what are you talking about, body? Red what? There's red. And then you got red. So what are you talking about, red? I don't, you're gonna have to be more specific than that. This thing has odd and even. So the wiring harness, I'm trying to get it where I can see it. Hook up your jumper cables to the other battery you still got sitting there. Yeah, I know them. That's what I'm thinking too. I should have bought an XS battery. That's what I should have bought. But I had to order them online. I can take that sun gun back to the store tomorrow. Need to see the wires going into the coil. Yeah. So, all right, so this harness was all ready to get, okay, so this one right here says, all right, so this one here says purple 8-1, and then this one says blue 6-3. This one says green 4-5. This one says red 27. All right. And this one here says red 27. This one says 4-5 green. This one says 6-3 blue. This one says 1-8 purple. You see all that? She'll fire up with more juice. You see all that southern body? So this side here, so it says driver's side is odd. So driver's side is odd. So you got 1, 3, 5, 7. And then this harness here, yep, both heads are ground. You got both grounds on both sides. Yeah, so right here, it says connect to cylinder head only. Yep, coil wire grounds. Yep, they are right. They are right. There's one right there, and then the other one is right there on that one. Yep, good frame grounds right there. Got 2 on both sides, and matter of fact, I just run this 1 gauge alt wire from the battery all the way to the block. And then this, let me see if I can pull this. All right, let's see. Let's just double check, make sure. All right, so it says passenger side connect label should be on the even side. So right there says ignition even, which is right there. It's on the passenger side. No, right there's the throttle body, right there. Yep. The TPS was set. TPS was set, and then this is the other side. I don't know. Is it grounded from the battery? Is it grounded from the battery wire to the chassis also? Yes. So Holley told me to run a 1 alt wire from the battery to the chassis, then from from here, run another wire, a number 1 alt wire, all the way up to the engine. And that's what I did. Plus, it's got this from the frame to the block, and then it has one of these from the transmission to the block, has one of these from the cab to the chassis. This is for the bed, and the core support also has one as well. Yeah, that's what the guy told me on the phone, and that's why I redone everything that I done. Well, not redone. That's why I added. Well, also I added that relay. They suggested that relay for the red and white wire, but it doesn't say that in the instructions. But they said that if the red and white wire, even though it says hook it to a clean 12-volt voltage, if it has any residual voltage whatsoever, it will wipe the handheld's program out, which I had 0.00001. And he's like, yep, that'll do it. So put a relay. So I wired up the red and white wire through a relay like he told me, and then the tune stays in the handheld. It doesn't get wiped out. So if double battery don't work, it's a ground. I don't know. It is a power issue. I know that. If it does, well, I mean, a battery charger, that battery charger puts out more voltage than that battery right there. So, and that's a brand new battery, and it's fully, well, it was fully charged. I had that trickle charger on it. I had that trickle charger on it, and it's 1,000 cranking amps. I don't know. We can check it and see what it says right now. Oh yeah, JG, I ain't gonna lie. This right here, this will get you right here every time. Yes, so the battery's the battery is 13.6. 13.69 is the battery sitting right there. I don't know. I know one thing. I was aggravated, like nobody's business. Yeah. What a pain in the arse. The arse. What a pain in the arse. I even redid the starter wire. I even made a new, so even with the starter, because this wiring harness, this wiring harness right here, this complete wiring harness, it came with everything for everything, right? So I went and made a new starter wire. I made a new starter wire. I made a new one. Do you have a 1-aught wire for the positive to the starter? Yes. This right here, so this wire right here is a 0 gauge. So 1 gauge. This 1 gauge runs all the way up underneath the chassis to a distribution block, right? That came with that wiring harness, and it has a lug on it. It's not this long, but I made a starter wire out of this wire, running from that lug to the starter. And that's what Holley told me to do, and that's what I did, and still acts like it's dragging its ass across the rug. I ain't gonna disagree with you. It acts like it ain't getting enough hump. If the battery sucks, it could have messed up the alternator. Check the alternator. Alternator don't run the vehicle. Alternator just keeps the vehicle running. Alternator's job is to supply voltage. The battery is what starts the vehicle. I don't know. Double up the batteries. I can put the battery charger on there. I don't want to, let me tell you what happened earlier. I put the battery charger on there, and I put the battery charger up to 200 amps, and it popped the 175 amp fuse for the wiring harness for the starter. It popped it. And I'll show you. See this fuse? So let me, here you go, look right here. See this right here? Right here. Assemble the 2 mega fuse assemblies, right? Find a suitable place, blah, 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 battery volt. This is for the alternator and the main power connector, right? This is the main connector, right? So this is how you're supposed to do it. So you either run it this way or you run it this way, right, to the mega fuses. Here is the mega fuses, right? I put the battery charge, so you have the 1 aught battery wire that runs up to right here to this plug right here, right? So the 1 aught red battery cable grabs this one right here, right? Could you hook up a wire that you had in your hand to the starter and hook it to another battery? No. So this, so the 1 aught battery cable from the battery goes to this mega fuse, right? And then from that mega fuse, this wire goes from this side to the starter, just like that. So you got the mega fuse, right? So you got the battery, the main battery voltage comes right here, right? Then it goes through this 175 amp fuse. This wire right here, right, goes to the starter. I mean, it's not this one, but it's wire like this, goes to the starter. Then you have your purple wire, that's your ignition to excite the solenoid to make the starter right. So this wire here, a wire like this one, goes directly to the starter. So it's a 1 aught here, 175 amp, and then she goes whatever, all right? Then you have this bus bar. So classic car, this is what I did earlier. I hooked the battery charger up and put it on 200 amps, and it popped this fuse. So this is what happened. So the main battery harness, the 1 aught wire goes to this fuse here, and then you got this bus line that goes down. Then this wire here, you know, it'd be like this. So this wire here goes to the starter. So it is straight from the battery through the 1 aught, through the 175 amp fuse, and then that. And then this fuse right here, because you got this leg that comes down, so you got 1 aught that goes there. All your other stuff is here. And then you have the wires that run off like that. It's probably kicking back before the reluctor wheel sets off. It's what blew a fuse. Yeah. Okay. Well, that would make sense. And it popped it. I mean, it actually popped this one, but it didn't pop this one. It popped this one. And then luckily, I went to the parts store and they had 2 of them. So if I pop another one, then I'm done. So I'll have to, does it need to learn? No. Well, I mean, it will eventually, but it's got to crank first. So once I get it cranked and running, I got to take it to have them tune it, like hook it up to the dyno and actually go and do a hard tune in it. But first I got to get this on gun to crank. So that's that. Wire it directly. Yeah, we're not doing that. All right, so what we're going to do. See, I put it on 200 amp and it popped the fuse. So I figured, hey, I'm sending 200 amp through a 170 amp fuse. That's why she popped. All right, we're gonna try it one more time. See what happens. I got the battery charger. I got the battery charger on 40 amp boost. All right. I sure hope so. If it don't crank, boys, I ain't gonna stay on here much longer. I'll have to just let everything. Damn, I could play the radio. I can't even play the radio and play my man 84 Cuddy's music because I'm live. Man, I could at least I could let y'all hear those, but I can't. Wait, I can? No. It's on my phone. It's on my phone. And I don't think I can. Honestly, I don't think I can. Because the radio will Bluetooth. The radio will Bluetooth. Yeah, see, I'm on my phone, and your music is on my phone. And if I Bluetooth my phone to the radio, I don't think I can play music while I'm Bluetooth. I'd have to do a reel playing your music and record me watching it. Yeah, you can't do. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't think you can. I thought that so too. But what I will do, I tell you what I will do, 84 Cuddy. I will do this. I will do you a solid. I'll do you a solid. Look, see all them speakers right there? I'm getting there. Just hold on a second. I'm procrastinating. But I will do this, 84 Cuddy. When this live ends, I will Bluetooth my phone. I will put your song in the radio through the 6.5 speakers in the front, and I will play your tunes through here. But here we go. We're going to try it. So here we go, boys and girls. We're going to give it all she's got and see what she does. Whether it's wrong or right, we're going to do it. All right, so here we go. Come on, baby Jesus. Let us get something. Something. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. That didn't do shot. That sounds like the starter stuck. Oh, no. Let's see. Hold on. Let me check something right quick. Yep. Somebody might have been on something all along. The starter. Battery to the ground. Tap, tap, tappy, tap, tap. Let me get a light. Hold on a second. We'll crawl on an urn. Man. And see, here's the thing. Dead blow time. So look, check this out. Get a real battery. Got a real battery tester, load test it. But the thing about it is, you can't put, I really wanted him to put the back, look, and look, at the end of the day, he might end up, at the end of the day, let me tell you something. At the end of the day, I might be ordering a battery tray and putting the battery right there and eliminating half of my problems. But he wanted the battery at the back of the truck. And to put a battery back there, it has to be an AMG battery so you can mount it on the side. So, hold on a second. Hold on a second, something. We popped the fuse. We popped the fuse. You know how I know we popped the fuse? Terminator's not on. I told you when I put that battery charger on, it'd pop a fuse. I knew it. 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 I knew I shouldn't have done it. Ah. Yep, pop the fuse. Yep. It just can't take it. Can't take it. You can't. And I didn't even put it on 175 amp. So either the starter is shorted out on the inside, either the starter, and you know what? It won't take me but just a second. I already turned the battery off. It won't take me just a second. I can get that starter out. And see, here's the thing about it is, with this starter, it had to be a Power Master, because a regular starter, y'all want to look up underneath this truck, look. I put all new floor pans, everything in this. Hold on a second, boys and girls. If y'all gonna ride with me, y'all ride with me. God. Damn it, fat girl. What are you looking for, Jay? This block of wood. Fish fillet. What are you looking for, Jay? Fish fillet. What'd you have? Fish fillet. Y'all don't even know that. Y'all know that song? Yeah. Oh yeah, it ought to be. I've replaced every damn thing underneath this thing. Now my damn light's about to go out. God damn it, spit on it or something. Yeah. What the hell? What the hell, Roy? Leroy? What I was gonna say, you can't run a regular LS starter. It won't fit with these daggone headers. So you gotta run a daggone Power Master. You gotta get this big old son of a gun out of here. All right, y'all wanna see up underneath this truck? So, yep. MS, damn shatter shield, trim it 5-speed, aluminum dry shaft. Yep. All right, look right here. See, right there. See, I got the cover off because it popped the damn fuses earlier, and I told you, I knew it was gonna do it again, and it done it. Now let me get my damn donkey ass out from underneath here. Y'all ever watch that movie? Donkey! Donkey! Where's that piece of shit starter at? Oh yeah, that's what it is. I'll show you. Yep, Power Master, Torque Monster. You get my damn fingers out of the way. I was trying to see where it was hitting. Well, if I put my fingers up there, it won't zoom in. If I need some gear. You see where that jumps right on the starter. Yeah. You can see where it was. I don't know, boys and girls. It's 10 o'clock. I've been on here for over an hour. I believe I'm gonna call it. I believe it. That's all, folks. Yep, I believe I'm gonna call it. I am gonna get off here. I appreciate everybody that was on here, but I am gonna do 84 Cuddy. When I get off here, I'm gonna do a video playing your music and I'm gonna post it. Always smart. You definitely got. Yeah, you'll definitely get it right tomorrow. Have you checked the cam sensor? It's all, no, I hadn't checked it, but it says on the handheld that it's reading it. So, but yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm fixing to go in here and find me something to eat. But before I do that, I appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to play 84 Cuddy's music in here, and I'm going to post a reel directly after this. And I'm going to chew on this a little bit and see what happens. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And remember what I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road. And if you ain't hit the subscribe button, hit that button. It don't cost a damn dime to hit that button, I promise you. It's free. Just hit it. Boom, and then hit the notification bell. Remember what I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, that loose and dry. Peace, sun, chicken grease. I'm out.